Mic check, mic check. Oh no, poor dog. Check, check, check. That's weird. Yes, check, check. Check, check, check. Yeah, it's lagging a bit. Yep, yep. Wait, seriously? I was gonna say, could you get a hold of garbage? You think he could help? Oh, god damn it. Match starting already. Well, I mean, the match of the day. First match.
Okay.
Match starts in 3, 2, 1, go. First elimination.
Wait, why is the game will begin shortly card up?
Because it hasn't changed yet.
Okay.
Because they're behind, yeah, because of that delay. Oh, I've got to change Wi-Fi's after this match. This looks brutal. Oh, but they can hear me now. Hey, everybody out there. I'm sorry that we missed the first couple seconds of the match. We've got Callie casting, though I hesitate to take credit for it because it looks brutal. And Lightbright in here with me to commentate. We've got FuRy versus Real. They do have the logos on the correct side, and I apologize for the janky internet at the moment. I connected to the wrong LAN. I will fix that in between maps. Hopefully it's not as bad for anybody watching. Hey, Lightbright, are you able to pull up the YouTube stream and watch the comments to see if anybody's got anything to say, please?
Yeah, let me double check them.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna do anything to save my internet and not stream it at the same time. Okay, so what predictions do you have for this matchup?
It's a tough one. Personally, I've been playing with a lot of real players. I see a few FuRy players around here and there. And, Real speaks, I believe they speak Spanish or Italian. It's
Oh,
one of
really?
the two. Yeah, they're one of the more interesting Western, Southern European teams.
Okay.
And so it gives them a bit of an advantage in that aspect. It seems like from what I've played against them, they're pretty well organized. They know for the most part what they're doing. You know, like they have the opportunity. They just got to take a hold of it, man.
That's fair. Yeah, and then going up against FuRy, you know, we were talking about this before, but those are some. They've got pretty good mentors, I guess you could say, with a lot of the FR folks being, I don't know, they're originators. Wherever they came, they played with them. They got them into the game. I mean, Alchemist, Rafiki. These are not new names. Oh, and Kasuo.
Yeah.
I didn't even see Kasuo on there. Jeez. Yeah.
You know, without a doubt, you know, FR broke off into teams like, you know, Fair. They broke off to, I think, Fake, Fear, FuRy.
No, I don't think
You
they're
know-
Fake. I think Fake is a separate EU team, but they've definitely got Fair and FuRy
Yeah,
because they've
it's
got
just
the FR.
it's just the off. Yeah, it's just the offspring of FR. You know, because FR and FR2 failed completely last season, which is unfortunate. And then they entered the Pew Pew Cup and they didn't do half bad.
Well, FR2 wasn't.
You know.
Were they up last season?
Yes, FR2 was up last season. I think they were actually the lowest ranking team from last season, if I'm correct. Correct me if I'm wrong.
You know better than me.
The European teams, there are some very, very good European teams out there right now.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, and you know, during the off season, I think we might see the Pew Pew Cup happen again. And I think, honestly, some of these new European teams actually have a shot.
Checkpoint.
Everybody keeps switching to is dead. So it was a good job of FuRy getting the checkpoint pretty early on. They've got 8 minutes to go here. Real really did try to slow them down. I think we're seeing a little bit of a newer team. Kind of, they didn't really have rockets up much. Oh, good part through there. And they were kind of using pistols pretty far back. So
what I was gonna say is on my end right now, I'm obviously gonna swap over to YouTube, but looking at the stream for you, it just shows the game will begin shortly.
What? Oh.
So.
Oh, that's weird. Here, let me try something. I hope I don't.
Perfect.
Okay. I'm sorry, I didn't realize it was like that. We've got to move the drone.
Wait, now it's back to normal.
Back to normal.
Wait, no, sorry. Back to the way it was before. You had the matchup for a second.
Okay, I know what it is. It is this. Okay, tell me if this works.
Nothing's popping up, so I'll be a negative.
That did not work?
Nope.
Okay. Let's try this. I'm sorry, everybody out there in YouTube land. I am not so good at this. I don't know why that's doing nothing. You know what? We will do this, and it's not going to be perfect, but at least you'll see stuff. Okay. What you seeing, Light Bright?
I'm seeing the match. It's a bit laggy, but I'm seeing the match.
Oh, so we've got a lot of dead blue players there, so I'm trying to find somebody to follow. And Real looks to be having a pretty good hold here. Although there's a lot of blue around here. Rafiki with his SMGs. I played with him, I think it was yesterday, and he had those. They are very frustrating to deal with. He just peppers the entire area. And even if you don't die, you take a lot of damage and somebody else hits you with one bullet and you're down. Oh, and they've got rockets up. They're gonna have to take him down.
I was looking at the comments and Flippy and some other dude saying it was a bit laggy.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm on the... Well, it might get a tad bit better now. Like I said, YouTubers, I'm very sorry. I was not as prepared as I should have been.
A bit better. Oh yeah, okay, now the quality's starting to
Okay, yeah,
pick back up.
that's cool, cool, cool. Okay, is Stream, was he previously on Blood? Do you know? Because there was a Blood stream.
Oh, I'm thinking of 9v Steam. Bloodstream, I don't remember that, but the stream dude, I think he might be new. I think he's a rookie.
Okay, interesting.
I remember 9v Steam, but that's it.
Gotcha,
This
he's
guy doesn't seem
tomahawking
half bad.
these quite well.
Yeah.
And FuRy can't even really get on the payload with him doing this. Oh, but
Yeah,
FuRy's
he's doing
come,
really
they've
good at
got
the
him
rockets.
down. Yeah.
Yep, disruption. They really had to figure out, you know, like, Rocketeer is the biggest person to take down right now because they have about less than 4 minutes left. They have to push this card as much as they can. That means as many people as possible. Everybody is expendable at this point.
Zazu. Wait, are those both Lion King references? Zazu
Most likely.
And Rafiki.
Yep, everybody has a weird little reference, except for, I think, well, there's a few people who have their own unique names in the league.
Oh, Alchemist going for rockets again. I believe he's the one who took him down last time. Can you do it again? No. Well done, stream. Rafiki's grabbing a rocket and a shotgun. Okay. Got one pick there. They know he's there. Oh, he's got 2 rockets. Interesting. Oh, behind you. Some coordination between the 2 FuRy players on who was going to take that health. And good job clearing the bunker with those. Another kill by Rafiki with the rockets. And another one. Wow. That needs to be a highlight for Rafiki with those rockets. Well done. They definitely are getting into their base. So they're at 86% now, which is, I don't know, Style will tell you the stats, but apparently not many people are getting past 86.
Yeah, he said there was only one match the other day that they didn't manage to make it. I think they got 79, but he said statistically about 98. Don't quote me,
Yeah.
but 98% of the teams make it to 85% on this spot and can't make it past. Because this is the key chokehold right here. This choke point is as crucial as it gets. Because if you can't hold this down, this shows where a bunch of teams' weaknesses are when it comes to defense.
Yeah, this is a super difficult part, but once they can get around that bend, that shield gives them a huge advantage for everybody coming out of spawn. They're not just getting taken out as soon as somebody steps foot out. Oh, I think I need to move the drone.
Yeah, it's not like Canyon. Canyon, once you get to that 85 mark and you come and the enemies come out of base, I mean, you're just dead at that point. They get rockets to their right, they got a shotgun to their left.
It's brutal.
Tic Tac and Sniper on rail, and if they're lucky, they can hit the attic and get the shock. And I mean, that's a triangle of doom.
Okay, so they've got a minute left here, and they're around that bend. I can't find anybody alive, so that means they're all spawning. Oh.
I will say that this was been a pretty good job here, because we had 8 minutes when they hit checkpoint, and now they're a minute with 93%.
Yeah.
Meaning they're most likely going to hit between 93 and 94 with 0 seconds left. Or push it to OT.
I think, yep, Rafiki is still down there. Oh, but he's taken out.
They traded.
Yep, Stream's got his rockets up again. It is difficult to get rockets up on defense on this map as opposed to Canyon because you have to go forward to get the rockets. And that's generally where people group up or something.
Yeah, you have to be really sneaky with your rocket play because the fact that your rockets are ahead of you, that's where the enemies are coming from. You can out-hit them with your pistols and your shock shots, but, you know, in order to get it, it's It's probably one of the more difficult things I've seen in a long time, and he's done an excellent job of this so far. I think he's a very crucial part so far as a Rocketeer.
Team wins.
Oh, I should have had this up. Let's see if I can do something fancy here. What map we on?
93.
Prepare to start.
Well, let me pull that down.
Match starts in 3, 2, 1.
And we're gonna start out
Go.
on Rafiki here with his rockets.
First elimination.
Yep, and he's setting
He
up
is
early
taken
between
out,
rockets and
yeah.
shocks at this point.
I mean, this is where you want the explosives. Oh, I've got to move the drone. I think I can just pop it right over here. And it seems that FuRy is doing a pretty good job of locking him down.
Yeah, and you know, they did a great job at pushing as much as possible, but this is really going to show, you know, what side of them is better as a team, their offense or their defense. You know, they're going to have a smart strategic push to stop them.
Oh. Everybody's killed by Rafiki.
And it seems so far like both of these teams are polar opposites when it comes to play. One team's better at offense and one team's better at defense.
And you get that. I mean, there are times where neither team makes it real far at all just because they're both very good at defense. And then there are the times where you think that another team cannot beat somebody else's because they got so far. And the other team is just also very offensive and makes it to their mark. It's really
I think
dependent on the
that's
team.
a slight it's a slight downfall to a lot of teams. You know, I think that most teams should be balanced when it comes to those things. They should be good and excel at both offense and defense. And if you can't do that, then I question, you know, your capability to play in certain tough situations. Like if you're going against our team name or other, like you need to have balance and you need to be aggressive.
Yes, for sure. Cool. IAIT. I don't know how to say that. IAIT? So we're about 4 minutes here, and generally we say that.
They gotten it to 18. Oh man.
Yeah, generally you want to see them at the bottom of the hill at about 4 minutes. So I think we're gonna see Real struggle quite a bit to get to checkpoint.
Yeah, because at this point, they're struggling beyond compare. You really have to have a disruptor on your team right now. Because if you can't take away their dashes and you can't take away their key vital weapons to win, then what are you doing?
Oh. I mean, these are both EU teams. No, I don't know if you said it's an EU team. Okay.
Yeah, I think they've learned under Heisenberg and they've learned his strategies because he trained a lot of the European players during the PPU Cup. Like
Gotcha.
I've got a YOLO on my team on Supernova, and he was talking about some strats that Heisenberg taught him when he played for him on the PPU Cup with TVDI.
Okay. Well, that's an awesome person to learn from, so they're getting some good mentorship. Rafiki with these rockets. Oh, can you take out the person in the shield room? Oh. Well done by him to avoid that. Hopefully oh, but then he's taken out by somebody else. Okay, so they're getting a push in here.
They are, but you have to keep in mind they had a lot more time last time, so you got to be really smart with how you're going to push. Good job by Real. He's trying to disrupt as much as possible. He's trying to stop the Rocketeer, which is a massive, massive thing you need to do right now.
Rafiki was onto him now. Good job. Kasuo is another name that I see a lot on my kill screen.
Yeah, you know, these European players can be pretty aggressive, you know?
They like to change up weapons too. It was definitely FR. I can't remember who it was on FR that had all golden weapons. It was the first time I'd seen that. Because they switch it up. But I mean, I think that does play to their detriment at some point when they wait for loadouts. So I always like to see teams balance that. Oh, and here's a good push with 1:43 to go. They've got 2 on.
Great, and I think
hopefully they've got somebody pushing forward.
Is good. They have a pre-push. Yep.
Oh, good push.
Oh, perfect.
Come on.
Oh, Rafiki on counter.
Hop on that cart, Emo.
Good job by Alchemist hopping on the cart, holding it down. You know, you need to hold down the cart, especially in situations like these. You can't just be hopped off a cart playing defense. You have to be on it, and you have to be ready.
Right.
Because if you know the rule with cart, it's one person to stop. You have 3 enemies, 1 of your defensive players on cart, you stop it completely. And you can just keep on neutralizing the threat. You're doing a great job here.
Kasuo. Yeah, and one of the things I'm seeing Real do is they're going back for the kill. As Kasuo is pushing up main rail, and they get past him, they turn around and they come back to kill Kasuo. Which you really can't be doing that.
Oh no, poor Kasuo. It was a great disruption on defense for a little bit, but
they've got to kill him.
They got to kill her on hiding under. No, I was gonna say about the gold guns is they're cool and everything, but sometimes the gold weapons don't really show for skill, which is the unfortunate part.
Yeah, sometimes. Oh, they've got 10 seconds. They gotta take out these rockets.
They know where the Rocketeer is. They gotta stop him.
Oh my gosh, I hate watching that. Oh, they got him! Oh no!
Oh my lord.
Oh no.
That was amazing.
That was close. How are we
Very much so. Literally by inches and a player push.
Wow. Okay, well, those are the scores. I can't pull the score thing up. I was not ready for that. Are they switching servers? I imagine they're probably staying on this server. I'm going to switch over to this screen so that I can...
No, I'm currently not watching YouTube, but I can if you need me to.
Okay, I'm gonna try pulling up the stream, seeing if we can see everything. And in the meantime, okay, testing.
Check.
Okay, I think it's looking good. I'm wondering if this will work. I'm gonna find out.
We are the French boat, we adore play with les autres. When we die we say aïe, in Paris we love the peace. We are the French boat, we adore play with les autres. When we die we say aïe, in Paris we love the peace. Sur le payload, my name is Jean-Claude, I play accordion. in the canyon. If you want manger croissant au beurre, I can choose my sniper. But if you prefer la baguette, you will see my big rocket. We are the French boat, we adore play with les autres. When we die, we say aïe in Paris, we love the peace. We are the French boat, we adore play with les autres. When we die, we say aïe in Paris, we love the peace. Le shotgun, c'est trop fun. Le pistol, le staple sur la tour Eiffel. The shield.
So I'll cut that short because everybody seems very confused. As Heisenberg said, it is the French national anthem. No, it's actually not. And Light Bright, I don't think you could hear it, but I was playing the
I can
French
hear it.
teams. Could you? Okay, awesome. That's the song that I think was it Schenken or Sengelt that made that. I can't remember which one. Captain Kickass. That's the French song for Hyperdash. Don't hate it. It's fantastic. I love the fact that they put the effort into that, and it just makes me laugh, which is one of the things I love about the French teams. One of the things I always talk about when I commentate is they're so much fun to play with because they don't care so much about winning or losing or the game. Like, they're there to have a good time, and they're always fun to play with. Hence the song, despite the fact that Captain Kickass might not like it. Okay, so for anybody who's asking, what is the next map? I don't know if they have it up yet. It looks like Waterway. And for everybody who's hopped in late, we just saw FuRy take the map for Launchpad. Don't remember the times or anything, but it was not an incredibly close game. And I've got to switch the logos. And they started without me again.
Match starts in
No.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, I got that backwards.
Red takes A. First elimination. Red takes C. Blue takes A. Red takes A. Red team score counter.
Wow, we already see a FuRy countdown as Real tries to take B back. And then a real countdown, okay.
Red team countered.
Straight into your
Red
FuRy
team
countdown.
Scores in the countered. Blue takes C. Blue takes B. Red takes C. Red team scores countered. Red takes C.
So I'm imagining the areas to watch are probably going to be C and B here. FuRy seems to be really holding down
Red
Real's
takes
base.
A. Blue takes A. Blue takes C.
I'm gonna
Red
put the logos
takes A.
here. Bear with me. There we go.
Blue takes B.
Rocks
Red
Lucy.
takes B.
So here's a couple new players as well. Real switched out 3 people, maybe?
Blue takes B.
And it looks like a lot of new players.
Red takes
Hello.
B.
Hey, who dat?
Red takes
Heisenberg.
B.
Hey, Heisenberg, did I sound lonely on here?
Blue takes
No,
B.
likewise, sound asked me to come in. So,
Okay.
I did.
Yeah.
Red team
Oh.
I didn't know you were on your own. I just realized.
No, it's all good.
So-
Lightbright was in. I don't know where he went actually.
something- yeah, he DM'd me that he had something to do, so he asked me to come in, I guess.
Oh, gotcha. That's all good. I mean, if you're busy, I can always sit here and talk to myself, but happy to have you.
It's
You-
a
are
red
you-
silence. I mean,
Well, are
I
you
tried
as
it once,
familiar?
but
You tried what? Talking to yourself for a stream?
on a stream, yeah, I tried to commentate once by myself. I was like, no, this ain't gonna work for me.
Yeah. To be fair, I like talking, so I'm all good with it. But the good thing is, are
Okay.
you? I feel like you're probably more familiar with a lot of these EU folks than I am.
Yeah, true.
So are these
so,
names?
like, yeah, they're
Go on.
familiar names. They all played, I think, in the Pew Pew Cup.
Okay.
And like a stream, he used to be on Blood, so he's
So he
also
was on
experienced.
Blood.
Like,
I thought so. Didn't it used to be
Yeah.
like Ryan or something? And he switched. He started
That's a
out as
good
a
question.
name that was like something with an R. I could totally be making it up, but I'm fairly sure.
Could be. I'm not that familiar with it. I just know that real, they are mostly Italians. And,
Oh, okay.
So it's Italy against France, pretty much.
Okay.
So,
Interesting. And then we've got these rockets up here.
okay.
Rocket
That's-
snipers.
Yeah, so that means he went out to get them and then came back.
Yeah,
to the base.
that's true. I didn't think about it that way. And a good counter at B.
It seems worth it.
Yeah.
He's doing well.
He does like the rockets.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. We'll have to put it on someone else there. Rox Lucy. That is an interesting name.
So, I don't know. I think that's a C. I'm not sure.
I mean, the name kind of sounds like a she, but
Yeah.
I have no way to
Let's
no way
just
to
stick
know.
to it. I mean, I don't know how well they all speak English. So, you know.
Yeah.
So I think that's also the reason, like, why with all the rules and stuff, like they mess up the most. Like,
Yeah. That makes
they
sense.
just think more than 5 words in English. Just forget about it.
No, the language barrier is definitely a thing, especially because I've been trying to play in Amsterdam more often, so I can
Yeah.
force myself to stop
Yeah, so-
complaining about ping. And there's a lot of different languages
about,
cussing
language-
on
yeah,
those
yeah.
pubs. Yeah. Oh.
The downside for you is that, like, if you speak, most people will understand you pretty
Mm-hmm.
much, and other way around. Like, I can speak with Dutch people, and then people will be like, what you say? What
Yeah,
you say?
nobody can understand your comms then.
Yeah. So that's an advantage, perhaps.
Yeah. Well,
did
now
try
that
to
this
think-
proximity chat is a thing, it kind of cuts that
Yeah.
out.
True.
I
true.
love that they did that. It's so nice.
Yeah, that's so helpful. Definitely.
It's almost as nice as the new dash that you get when you hit a button.
Oh yeah, that's also like a huge symbol. To be fair. Okay, it's countdown. Oh.
Oh,
yeah.
it's close. I mean, Real is really pushing out, but they don't have their own base. I guess they are really pushing.
Yeah. I think like real time is like their top killer. I think. Usually.
Looks like Real is definitely up there. Yeah, with 17.
So for me, the image is a bit slowing down. So at the start of the stream, it was like one
Yep,
frame per
it
second.
was really bad.
Yeah, it was kind of hilarious.
Yeah.
So for me now it slowed down a lot. I don't know why. Maybe it's on stream
Because I'm
as well.
messing with stuff on my end. I'll stop messing with stuff.
No worries. It's legendary in this way. Like,
Oh,
I mean,
jeez.
like the chat has never been as active as
Because everybody's
people
complaining
start
about the
talking
internet. It's
Like,
almost as
yeah.
bad as hopping in a pub with Gadsby in an Amsterdam server.
Oh yeah.
Those comms have never been as active. And it's all complaints about the hit reg.
Oh yeah. He's famously.
Oh,
complained
absolutely. Yeah. It's
So-
yeah. If you haven't experienced it, I don't recommend it.
No. I usually more complain about lag kills. Like I don't like it when I feel like I
Yeah.
dashed away.
The post dash, it's
I
brutal.
shouldn't do it, but you know.
It is what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's see how it's pretty even, it seems.
It really is, and it's one of those
Yeah.
things that like the payload kind of seems like a blowout, and it didn't
Yeah.
seem incredibly close. But
Blue takes B.
this real
Red
might actually
takes
have the upper
B.
hand.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I always love how
Yeah.
that works
Blue
out.
takes B.
So like real, I first saw them on the Pew Pew Cup, but
Mhm.
like Pew Pew Cup had mostly like Dash League players perform the best. But they
Yeah.
were a team with new players, but they still did really well, I think.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Red takes B.
I don't know, like, but like I think they usually play together, so that's maybe a downside. But I think they got some
Oh my
non-Italians.
gosh.
Red
Oh,
takes B.
Rocks.
he's
Sorry, Rocks Lucy is just like on an absolute tear here. Holding down B.
Yeah.
I don't know that nobody has gotten past B. I wish I was counting the number of kills because that
Blue
was
team
just
scores
at least
in
6, I think.
wow. Oh, and they're going to counter at B.
Yeah, she just left. I'm staying C. I
Oh
don't know.
no. Okay. That was it. That was a great run. That might be a highlight reel. By Rocks Lucy there.
Blue team
And here's
scores
another
in
real
3,
countdown.
2,
Really, really.
countered.
Yep.
Oh, but a good counter by Tomcat.
Well, so I would recommend shooting the button like on A or C. If you are holding the button down at B.
Red team.
Like.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You are-
I see what you mean. Like pistol sniping while
Yeah,
you're
so you-
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you always, I mean,
mean-
you tend to get that occasional pick, and it just
Yeah.
helps out on those countdowns.
Red takes
True.
B.
Oh,
Blue
good
takes
kill.
B.
Let's go to
better
real
than doing
Red
time.
takes B.
Yeah, just sitting there holding a button.
Blue takes
Yeah.
Oh,
Only
real time
downside
taken
is
out.
if someone is like rushing into B,
Mm-hmm.
they want charge pistols, but you know. Oh, you're holding it down, so that's also fine.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
There you just kind of a meat shield that
Red takes B.
can shoot
Yeah.
or can shoot as well. Oh,
Yeah.
real time. I want to see. I guess we've been on a lot of real folks. Just
So,
cycling through
does
here.
Rafiki go for rockets every time, or does he not? I'm
I don't
curious.
know. I feel like I've only seen him with the Rockets the one time, but we can
Yeah.
see what he does here. Oh, he's going
Curious,
downstairs.
like people usually have a route if they have favorite weapons.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
he's not.
Oh,
busy
no,
with,
he's taken
you know.
out pretty
Red
quickly.
takes C.
Zazu and Tomcat at B,
Blue takes
but
blue
Zazu's
team
taken out. Oh,
scores
and another
in
real
3,
countdown. This might go to control
2,
point.
countered.
Oh,
Real
okay. See,
close count.
Rocks Lucy is there shooting at the button.
2 countered.
Oh,
There's
Red takes
two at
yep.
B.
Get in there. Don't
Blue
waste that
takes
dash.
B.
Get to the button. Get that dash.
Uh,
No.
Blue takes
yeah.
B.
Not worth it.
Yeah.
Blue team
Hard choice.
scores
Like you are
in
committed,
3.
and then you're like, yeah,
Yep.
screw it. I'm
And it's
gonna
that
do both.
awkward like sprint because you can't dash, so you use whatever like 3/4 of the blue stuff that
Yeah.
you've got to sprint there, and everybody's there shooting at you. There's nothing you can do about it. It's the worst. Oh, good grab for that dash. Yep, and get up there.
Do solid work.
Blue team
Oh.
scores in
Okay, so they've got
3,
2 in there. Button hold that.
1.
Well
Blue
done.
team
Oh.
has
That was
been
good by
slain.
Real. That was really good.
You
And no
saw
pun
his arm
intended.
move through it a couple of times.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Okay.
Go.
nice work.
Mhm. Okay, so we're back on Emulk.
Red takes B. First elimination.
We got 14 minutes left, so that one point took 10 minutes.
Blue
Gonna be a long
Yeah.
match if that continues.
Well, it depends. Like if they got the stress down, like they know
Yeah.
what they've done.
Kind
They
of get in
can
the
just
swing of
repeat.
things and use that momentum. Yeah. Oh,
Blue team score countered.
Emulk. Oh, never mind. It's the curse of the camera.
Yeah.
It wasn't your fault, Emulk. It was mine.
But you can see like everyone on Real has positive KD.
Yeah,
So,
they really are. Wow. It might just be
Blue-
like
blue team
just
score
new
countered.
team strats for payload, whereas Waterway is a lot more of a run and gun type of thing.
Yeah. Also, I think like on payload, like getting the checkpoint is like a more major thing than like the
Yeah.
last
Yeah.
bit. Like it does not say everything if you don't make it.
Team
Right.
countered.
It's
Oh, but we are getting FuRy countdowns here.
good.
Red takes B.
Ugh,
Red
I
takes
can't find a live person.
I think like it seems that Real is a bit more aggressive.
Yeah, they're
think-
definitely getting in Fury's base and being annoying in the best way.
Yeah.
But FuRy does seem a little hesitant to push out. I'm not sure what Zazu's doing here. Is he waiting for a loadout,
If
or
shotgun, yeah, shotgun, I think, and shotgun shield.
he might just be
Or maybe,
defending?
yeah.
Red takes
So this is okay.
Blue team scores in 3. Countered.
Oh,
Blue takes B.
no, reloading. Come on, come on.
Yeah.
That was close. Okay, we
So-
got a
so
couple
the-
real pushing in, and some FuRy pushing out. So they're probably, yeah, they just
I
got
would
me.
just let
Good.
it go anyway. But
Yeah.
like now the guys respawning in your base, and no.
Nice. Oh, real time. Either your internet sucks or mine does, and I don't think it's yours.
2 countered.
Well, now it's better for me.
Okay.
Real time, you mean?
It might actually be him a little bit.
I think so too. I think at least one of them I remember to be a little bit laggy. I
Okay.
don't know exactly how terrible it is.
I love how you get to know players by how much they're flip booking. Like you
Yeah.
see somebody, you're like,
Yeah, they stand
this
out.
guy's gonna take 3 times the number of bullets as anybody else.
Yeah, I mean, like they just stand out. And it's like easy to complain about. Like it's something anyone can do about it. But
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, a real. Yeah, those
Ooh.
double shotguns are hard to
to
deal with.
Countered.
oh no, Lucy has one shotgun.
Oof.
Red
I don't know
takes
how
B.
effective the shotguns are on the rails though from further away. It's hard to beat the pistol.
I
It's
think you
kind
can
of like
kill someone on the one next to you, but it's a guess. Like it's not a consistent thing.
right. It's kind of like taking shocks from your base and making your way over. Like it's
Well-
not the safest thing to do. Oh,
No, but if like with shocks, I can pretty consistently hit people on the rail next to me. But 2 rails down, it's pretty
gotcha.
much.
Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't say this, but it's difficult.
If anybody wants the secret to defeating Heisenberg on Waterway.
Yeah, stay a distance away. Nah, I like shocks on waterway, easily
Yeah.
available.
So I started using them at some point, and my problem with them is I don't have the patience to get them.
Yeah.
That's a FuRy point with 10 minutes to go.
Yeah.
So that point took
Yeah,
about
I
it.
don't hear any audio, so that's
Oh.
the stuff I'll miss.
Oh, did I not turn that back on? Okay, let's do
I don't know.
this.
So
Not that one. Hey, it was on this one. I promise. I have no idea what I'm doing.
yeah, no worries. It's fun to see something different with the flip booking and stuff. It almost seemed like Picture book, like you had like less than 1 frame a second. Is like you look at stills from the match.
It's that bad, huh?
It was for a minute or so.
Okay.
At start. But it's fine.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, last time I did this, that's what I need to reach out to Garbage to figure out is how to get the other commentators, the game volume or game
No worries,
sounds.
I can still watch, but I'll just miss the countdowns and stuff.
You can just imagine in your head, Blue takes B.
I tried to
Red
watch the
takes B.
comments and stuff. yeah. Okay, so that's the upside. I don't get annoyed by like the voice.
That's true. It is going back and forth very consistently. It's like a control point at this point.
Yeah, I mean, like it is a way to get a feel for like the intensity of a match, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, occasionally, for control point, if you're, I don't know, there are times where I guess I'm so into the game that I don't really notice it, but other times it's like, just shut up, please stop talking. We get it. We know.
Yeah.
We see the color.
True.
It gets annoying.
Yeah, perhaps they should do like a flashing image on your heads-up display thing.
That would be
Like,
interesting. That would probably
like
also
you
be
say-
very annoying. But
Yeah, maybe like you could do like that. You could switch it on and off,
yeah.
or something like that, or
Yeah, that'd be
alternate. I don't
cool.
know.
Just have a little like circle at the top, almost.
Yeah, like the like you. I don't know. Have you turned it on that like the packets lost and lost?
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, that'd
yeah.
be
If
cool.
it's like that subtle, then it's okay. I think.
Of course, if you're ever lucky enough to play, oh, you didn't stay for it for the control point that we played with TBDI the other day.
No.
If the other team has the button, I'm sitting there going, they have it, guys, they have it, I have it, we need to get to it. They have it, we need to get to it. So you always know who has it.
Yeah. Oh.
It's very
you should do that
annoying.
too. Yeah.
I'm probably more annoying than the announcer.
Red takes
Yeah,
A.
so for TBDI, like
Blue
difficulty
takes
is like
blue
because
countered.
it's not our own language, so the comms
Oh,
are a bit less present than most
Blue
teams, I
team
think.
gotcha.
countered.
Interesting.
So
I never thought about that.
yeah, it's both a blessing and a curse, I guess.
Yeah. Oh,
But
Blue team
I mean, like
scores
that's one
countered.
of the big things. Like if you are used to pop lobbies and then you go in a team and like you
Blue
hear
team
all the
scores
cons and
in 3
mm-hmm.
countered.
you can get like distracted and
Blue team score
it's overwhelming
countered.
sometimes.
I
So,
bet.
but
Wow.
yeah, but you get used to it, and then it's like you filter out what you need to hear, and it's fun.
Selective hearing.
Yeah.
Oof.
Red
So
takes
we
Oh, yeah.
really do see the aggression switch back and forth because we had 3 or 4 red countdowns by FuRy, and then it switched back to 3 or 4 real countdowns
Red
by
takes
Blue.
B.
Yeah.
Blue takes A.
Might go to control point. Just
And it
about
might go to
second.
overtime
Red
before
team
control
score
point.
countered.
Oh yeah.
So how do you
That's
think
good. Yeah.
how do you think an overtime would go? I know you're saying like there's a lot of killers on real, and you're looking at these KDs that are mostly positive for
I think
real.
KDs help a lot on control point. So especially like if you don't have like a very thorough worked out strategy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think like if it goes to control point, I would give it to real. I think.
Oof. Okay.
But
So 1-1 with 6 minutes to go. And
Yeah.
lots of red countdowns here. Let's see if real can adjust, switch it back.
But to get back on the shocks, why don't you just pick up one and then take the other one from the other base?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the
Yeah.
easiest way to do it efficiently.
Well, I mean, you're right in that they're pretty close together. So one thing I like to do is just, make it down because I'm pretty consistent on rails with pistols. And then once I get in the enemy base, then just steal their shocks. A, you get shocks, and B, you deprive them of shocks if they have a shock user.
Yeah. So you just do it when you're in the enemy base, mostly.
Am I giving away secrets here? No, I'm kidding. I haven't played with shocks on Waterway in a long time, but that's what I did do whenever I practiced with them.
The thing with most threats is like you can know how they work, but it's not the same as being able to execute them well.
That's true, yeah. Or to counter it.
I mean, TBDI, like we do work together sometimes with D, and it does not mean that we are like top tier, unfortunately.
Knowing the strats is
Still
one
helpful.
thing. Execution is a whole other bag of worms. Yeah.
It takes dedication and time and effort, and like you need to have that. Oh, it's a counter.
Oh, good counter. Very last minute. Get up there. They're going to be. Man,
Got their own base back.
they are keeping this pressure on Real's base. Oh, but they seem to be mostly dead now because I can't find a live FuRy
So Rock
player.
is at 75 kills now, so that's impressive.
Oh my gosh. Let's watch him a bit.
Yeah.
Blue takes B.
Oh, it's the
That's
curse of the
not a good
camera,
moment.
Rock. Not your fault. Not your fault.
Yeah.
Watch you again.
No,
I
it's
wanna
not
see
his
him go
fault.
into
It's your fault. You decided to put the camera on him.
I know. I already apologized
Blue takes B.
I like the umbrella meta right there.
with the shield.
He's making it work. Oh, nope. Rock's gonna take care of him.
Red takes B.
So, Sent, are you gonna help us with some more
Blue
meta
takes A.
reflection on what's happening? Because I don't know about that stuff.
Yeah, sure. I mean, in this map, it's really a lot of just pure aggression, with a little bit of good timing and luck. Oh, this guy's in Tor mode.
Oh,
Countered.
You can see he's blocking. You can't see his enemies, but he's somehow shooting them. You know, that's the typical Tor
Oh,
mode.
yeah.
Red team
No, I mean, right now,
There you
it's
go.
really just get to the other enemy base and try to hold that button down.
Red takes B.
Right. I mean, in Waterway, the meta's constantly evolving. I've seen a lot of teams try group ups on B and various stuff, but in the end, it
Blue takes
generally
B.
comes down to, again, two things: just timing and out killing the other team.
Blue
And it's like
Yeah, it's more
it's
of a flow
that
thing,
combination. It's definitely a flow thing, and it's kind of like payload in the
Kasuga.
fact that like your timing can just be natural. It's something that like, oh, we all just happen to die at the correct times, and then we kind of like naturally tend to group up and things like that. or it can be more of a forced timing thing. Like I said, some teams will group up either on top of B or at the bottom of B and then try to rush into the base together. I've seen it work. I've also seen it not work. You know, I mean, one sniper
Yeah.
can take out 3 people at the top of B with no problem.
It can be a
So
huge detriment, I think. Whenever it's not implemented like perfectly, I think it does not work out more times than not.
Red takes
I'd say so. I mean, that's why my advice to new teams, especially, is always just be extremely aggressive. A lot of people want to copy. Oh, I've seen good players be a pistol sniper. Well, it's like, yeah, but you're giving up a person pushing into the enemy base to do that. So it's like you really have to know when that's appropriate, and exactly, just like a regular sniper, you're giving up some aggression to make that happen, and so you have to understand your limitations. Is that something that's a net benefit to your team versus sending someone forward to B to try to hold that down and get the enemy base?
Yeah.
But that's individual to each team. I mean, that's something teams have to figure out what works for them. Some
And
of
these
them
both
do have
being
crack
relatively
snipers.
new, I imagine we'll see them figuring this out or changing things up throughout the season.
But even some of the more established teams, I see them try to we have to get a pistol sniper. That's a thing now. Well, I mean, kind of,
It can be a thing if you want it to be, but it doesn't have to be.
No, that's true. Like, I mean, like specialty weapons, like people always say, like on top teams they don't use it as much and stuff. That may be true, but I mean, you got to play on your own level. So
that's exactly right. It's what's going to work for you at your level and against your competition. So like here, this dude's shotgunning in his own base. I would highly recommend against this personally. I think what you're giving up here in the form of aggression is way too beyond what you're netting.
Well, now he's sniping with
playing
them.
goalie. Roll. See, that's the thing. At least with a sniper, you can actually do damage to someone who's not in your base. But with the shotgun, you're literally saying,
"You gotta be close."
I want players in my base. And like players in your base is the biggest, most scariest thing you could possibly encounter in Waterway. I mean, you want to keep people out of your base at all costs. So waiting there with a safety net of a shotgun is just asking for someone to eventually kill you and get your button. And now you've got really, no way to counter that. No one on B. It's just you're sacrificing 20% of your team's potential aggression in order to play goalie, which I don't personally recommend at any level.
So I will say they are keeping their button held down. They were keeping it held down with those shotguns for a solid while there. But I'm a huge fan of offense is the best defense in this. And if you're pushing forward and getting their buttons, they're not pushing forward to get yours. And I think that's what you're saying. That's what they're sacrificing.
I mean, but we've seen it. We've seen it with like Blood, for instance, when they played TMNM. A lot of base camping, which made the game go 10 minutes, and that's good. But there was 0% chance they were going to get a score because there was no one actually in the enemy base almost at any point in time.
Yeah.
And if you can't get in the enemy base, you literally can't score.
We're at 6 seconds.
Oh wow. Okay,
yeah.
we're gonna get an overtime. Cool.
Yes.
Cool.
It looks like we are.
Epic. Showed up at the right time.
Yeah, right.
And now we have to get in. There's so much meta involved here because this is such a rare occurrence. It's really hard to practice it, and most teams hopefully have talked about it. Like he just took the dash, but he's not moving. I really don't recommend. I mean,
he needs that dash to pistol snipe though.
Is he?
Get there! Oh.
Yeah, see, and that's what I'm saying. See, the guy's taking the dash. Personally, I recommend he use that dash to be aggressive.
Percent, you do realize I was being sarcastic, right?
Oh no, okay. I'm sorry. No, I did not know that. I was like, okay, you got your own stats. That's cool.
Jesus, I'm now realizing how you think my strategies are and how dumb you think I am. Jesus.
I have no idea. I mean, I've seen other use multiple pistol snipers at times. It's possible. I didn't know if y'all allocated, the
well, we do have our shotgun sniper, and we're working on a rocket sniper.
Well, good. Rocket sniper is OP.
Well, did you see Rafiki was rocket sniping?
No, I missed that. That's excellent.
Yeah, he was rocket sniping.
You know who has actually used rockets excessively well on this map in the past, and that's one of your teammates, Boyroy. He doesn't snipe with them, of course.
Great with the rockets,
but he's really good close range with them too. So like he can actually make them work on a map like this. It's very rare though. There are very few people in this league who can successfully grab rockets and make them work on this map. And we did see one of the other FR teams bust that out. That was like Shen Rao, and that dude went wild with them.
He's so good
ended up
too.
securing a point.
Yeah.
So it is fun to watch. I mean, I love watching people try out new weapon combinations and everything else. I would stick away from some of the traps, like shotgunning in your own base. That it's an easy way to get a high KD. It's a terrible way to win Waterway.
I like shotgun rocket combination recently.
It is interesting. I would kill myself so many times over with that. Okay. Well, thanks for hopping in, guys. I imagine I don't think they're playing anything after this, but
Peace.
FuRy versus Real, and we saw FuRy take both maps. So thanks for hopping in, Percent, Heisenberg, and Lightbright was in here for a little bit, and I'll see you guys around.